What's up everyone, Taiki here, and in this video I want to discuss why I think we are at the beginning of the mania season in crypto and why I think meme coins and the AI meme coins will perform the best. If you like the content, please like and subscribe and check out the premium Discord. The link will be in the description below. I post 3 premium videos every single week. So let's get started. So we are seeing green dildos everywhere. Bitcoin, ETH, everything, right? Everything is pumping. This is what everyone has been waiting for. And to celebrate, I have made a real life purchase. No, this is not a top signal, right? This is only the beginning of the bull market. And to celebrate these big green dildos, I have purchased a real life green dildo, okay? And I want this to be the symbol of the bull market. I'm gonna put this here. I'm gonna put that there, right? Put that there, just have it wiggle around. And as long as that's right there, right, in my videos, you can expect that I am bullish, right? I'm bullish. At some point, that's going to be gone. And at that point, I would have, I've sold or something. I've sold half my bags or something. But that is going to be a symbol of the bull market, okay? So why am I so confident? Why am I so confident? Because at the end of the day, no one really knows, okay? We are seeing these green dildos. No one really knows how sustainable this is. But I do want to bring your attention to this indicator. So this is it's not really an indicator. It's the crypto total market cap. It's sitting at 3.16 trillion all-time highs. And I do think this is significant because what this means is the crypto natives that's been grinding throughout the bear market, the choppy market, the coins have transferred from weak hands to the diamond hands, and we are not selling. That's why the price is going up. And also, I think this is a good indicator, or to simplify things, of fiat to crypto conversion, right? There's outside money coming into crypto, and I think that we are seeing, right, because this indicator or this metric is at an all-time high, we can extrapolate and say that the amount of money in crypto is the highest it's ever been. And it will probably, right, momentum says that it's probably going to keep going up, right? And one, I guess, because the last time this happened was December of 2020, the week of December 28th. And let's just study this part. Like, let's kind of zoom in here. So you can kind of see that, the week of December 28th, we just, went up roughly, 25%, right? The overall market cap. And then from the beginning of that week to the top, we went up, or the May 2021 top, we went up roughly 275%. That's a 3.75 increase, a 3.75x increase in the total crypto market cap, which is pretty impressive. But let's think about alt season, right? Because the name of the game, right? The story of the cycle has been Bitcoin, Solana, memes outperforming everything else, and everything else has been kind of lackluster. And you can kind of see that right now, total 2, so this is the crypto total market cap excluding Bitcoin, so that's everything else, like other than Bitcoin, it's down roughly 27%, let's say, right? And let's kind of, rewind back to December 2020, right? So from the 2018 top, to December 28th, roughly here. Total 2 was down 56% from its highs that it set January 2018. That's pretty crazy if you think about it, right? And that's also a similar story to what we're seeing now. Like Bitcoin is going up, the ETH maxis are capitulating, they're sad, right? They're angry, ETH BTC ratio keeps going lower. It feels like, oh, ETH is dead, like whatever, right? Also will never pump. Well, that was the same narrative 4 years ago, like literally, right? Literally 4 years ago. And then, as soon as the total market cap starts to put in new highs, total 2 went up roughly 600%, a 7x in the same time span. So total, right? Total market cap went up roughly, let's say 3x, or 3.75x. Total 2 went up roughly 7x. So almost like, like a 2x more, right? In terms of like the magnitude of the pump. So I think that is the alt season that we are looking for, right? The post-December 2020 alt season, right? Everyone longs for this alt season, right? When Bitcoin dominance, that's not the right. When Bitcoin dominance, what am I doing here? When Bitcoin dominance goes from like 70% to like, this is like the, alt season that we're looking for, right? And I think we're getting there. I don't know when it's going to start, but I think we're relatively close. And the question is, if we are going to see an alt season, which alts do we buy? Okay, I have been thinking about this question for the past 2 years, and I'm sure that your perception of Taiki Maeda has changed a lot in the past month because I've done a really big pivot from DeFi maxi to just capitulating on the Memecoin Supercycle. And I just want you to understand like where I'm coming from, right? Because, you know, I have been analyzing the fundamentals of these coins, right? DeFi coins, tech coins for the past 2 years. I have been a full-time mid-curve for the past 2 years. That's 24 months. That's 730 days of mid-curving. I wake up mid-curve, brush my teeth, mid-curve, eat breakfast, mid-curve, eat lunch, mid-curve, have meetings, mid-curve, research, mid-curve, eat dinner, watch Netflix as a mid-curve. And I repeated that 730 times. Think about that, okay? People cannot, there is no one out there, right? There are very few people, right? I can count on like a single hand that has mid-curved as long as I have to the extent that I have, okay? So trust me when I say, when I tell you this, that if we are going to see a mania season, I have a hard time believing that the mania season is going to occur for the tech/utility alts because they are either fairly valued or overvalued. And if that's the case, of course, you know, markets can become irrational, but they're not going to pump that hard, right? You are not going to see this. Like people come to crypto to chase this, right? They chase this. They chase this, right? I don't think you're going to see that in the tech and utility alts. And the reality of the situation is that Bitcoin is at all-time highs. And people want to make money. People want to speculate. You know, people are greedy. So the only place to find that is going to be in the meme coin sector. Of course, meme coins are risky, but I just came, like I just arrived at that conclusion. And I'm not going to tell you how to allocate, right? I'm just sharing my opinion. I have been sharing my mid-curve takes for the past 730 days. Maybe most of that was useless information. I think in the bear market it was very useful, but I think right now it's not that useful. And I think, well, like I said, I'm only going to tell you how I'm allocated. And if we are going to see a mania season, I personally, not financial advice, want to have a humble but degen portfolio. What does that mean? Humble in the sense that if the markets go down significantly, you know, I wouldn't like blow up, right? You know, I don't want to blow up, right? I want to make sure that the probability of my risk of ruin is near zero. Okay, I do not want to get out of the game, right? A humble but degen portfolio. Degen in the sense that if the markets do go up, I want to buy shit that pumps, right? I want to buy shit that pumps. I want to allocate in such a way where I'm not going to get destroyed if the markets go down, but if the markets go up, I can capture that upside. And you know, of course, we can't really predict the future, but I want to allow myself room for error on both sides, right? Up or down. And I think for me, the way to allocate is a barbell strategy of safer assets and memes. Okay, the majority of your assets in the majors, and then you find convexity in the memes. With Bitcoin, ETH, Solana, we're seeing a player versus environment. Total market cap is at all-time highs. There's outside capital coming into crypto. Of course, they're going to buy Bitcoin, ETH, and Solana, right? But of course, those assets are not going to give you like a 10x in the next year, most likely. And where you find that convexity is going to be in the meme coins, okay? And we can argue back and forth which meme coins, which coins, right? But that's like a general strategy that I have developed for me personally. I personally own Bitcoin, ETH, and JLP, right, as the large side of the barbell. JLP is a basket of assets that consists 44% Solana, 10% ETH, 11% Bitcoin, and then 35% stablecoins. The chart for JLP looks like this. It's up only because all the fees that this pool generates gets compounded back into the pool. So this is a time in the market type of asset, not timing the market asset, where this asset, as long as it does not get exploited, right? There's smart contract risk here. It should keep drifting higher over time as the total market cap goes up. But whenever the markets go down, well, I suffer less downside because of all the fees, right? That gets added back to the pool. It's also like the house for like Jupiter perps. So if people are long like Solana and they get liquidated, then their trader losses accrue back to the pool. Okay, so the safer side of the barbell is these, like, you know, safer assets, let's say, right? Bitcoin, ETH, GLP, Solana, whatever. And then with the convexity, right? I'm aping memes like I am buying memes, okay? And I thought about this long and hard. If I'm buying memes, I want to catch this, right? I want this, right? I want, whoops, I don't want that. I want that, right? I want that, right? I need that. And to do so, I thought long and hard. And I don't really have a strong opinion on like which coins or like which memes are like the best and whatnot. Honestly, right? I told you, I have been a full-time mid-career for 730 days. You should not be asking me for meme coin advice, like individual picks. I think if there's any alpha or good, like insightful knowledge that I can offer on this channel, or like as like this video, is that a full-time mid-curve is telling you to not mid-curve, right? That's basically what's the TLDR of this video. But me personally, if I'm buying if I'm buying a meme coin, I need to have delusional conviction, okay? Because honestly, if I buy a dog coin and it goes up 2x, I'm just gonna sell. I'm gonna paper hands because I just don't believe. But like with the AI memes, I believe, right? I believe, right? It's like, like the Book of Mormon song, right? I believe, right? I am a Degen, I believe. And it's crazy because think about it, right? Think about it. Let's say you agree with me. We're in this Memecoin Supercycle, right? Memecoin Supercycle, right? But in the stock market, AI Supercycle, right? NVIDIA pumping. Put two and two together, AI Memecoin Omegacycle. Omegacycle, right? We are in the AI Memecoin Omegacycle, right? AI Memecoin Omegacycle. I actually believe this. Like if AI is like the biggest macro tailwind, and then within crypto, meme coins are like the meta, then who knows how high these go? Like honestly, I have no idea, right? Like this Eli Ness guy, right? I don't know who this guy is, but he was like this. He was like doing some intellectualizing the meme coin relative market caps, and he's like, the dogs are worth 80 billion, frogs 13 billion, the cats 5 billion, AI meme coins 3 billion are undervalued. Look. I have no idea, right? Like I said, I am a mid curve. But I think, right? I think the crypto market as a whole, there's going to be a rotation from tech altcoins, right? Utility altcoins into memes as more and more people internalize this. I think in the grand scheme of things, I'm not early to this, but I'm not late to the realization of this. Like I said, I have no idea. So I think we're going to see a rotation from tech alts to memes, okay, over time. I think also the AI memes can benefit from, the rotation from within crypto, right? So maybe a rotation from dog memes to AI memes, but also from outside capital, right? Like AI people saying, oh my God, like this is kind of funny, right? I buy it, right? I kind of expect this to happen. And that's kind of like this idea of this barbell, right? The Bitcoin needs, the majors benefit from the boomers buying our bags, the player versus environment. And then the meme coins, they benefit from like internal, like crypto internal issues that forces people, that forces the swarm down the risk curve, because the tech alts, they're not going to pump because they're overvalued, right? So the only place to find pumps are just the memes, whether I like it or not, right? I'm not saying that I like this. I like that this is happening. I'm just saying that this is happening. So from my perspective, I need a strategy. I need a proper strategy. And because I am so delusional when it comes to the AI memes, right? It's definitely caused some side effects. Like, look at this. Like, I bought this, right? It cost me $45, right, to buy this, but I did, right? AI memes. So I own a lot of GOAT. I also bought Fartcoin, right? Good stuff here. I actually bought like bottom ticked, so like good stuff, good job, Taiki, because I was coping. I'm not gonna lie, I have been coping Fartcoin, because I bought GOAT like over a month ago. Like I was early, and then I just watched Fartcoin go from 0 to like 400, like whatever this thing is, right? I was just coping on the sidelines, but I sold my ETH, or I sold some of my ETH to buy Fartcoin at 22 cents, right? I sold one stinky coin for another stinky coin, and I feel great, right? Post-nut clarity, right? Whenever you sell your ETH, you have post-nut clarity. I also own AI16Z. My cost basis is like 40 cents. Like not good, right? Not good, right? Like I said, there is zero alpha, zero edge in the coins I am buying. Okay, like literally, like I'm not like I'm telling you that there is zero edge in alpha, right? In like the stuff I'm talking about right now. This is more for entertainment purposes, right? And maybe, you know, like this mid-curve epiphany is somewhat useful to you. And maybe like the barbell is kind of useful for you, okay? So, and I also own Forest, of course, right? I own a bag. I don't own Cerebro. I might regret that. And let me just give you like my rationale, right? Because, you know, if I believe that the total AI meme market cap is going to go much higher, then clearly the leaders within that sector will also go higher, right? Right? It's also going to put in these green dildos. And I don't think I'm good enough at this point. I'm actually like, I've hired like some like, you know, meme coin analysts, like, you know, like recently. Like, I don't think I'm good enough right now. So I'm just going to let the market decide who the winners are. And the market has decided that Cerebro, AI16Z, Fartcoin, maybe not ACT because it's like a Binance thing, right? Has been the winners, aside from GOAT, obviously, right? I have to own GOAT. I love the GOAT, right? So you know, the market has determined the winners. Winners will probably continue to be winners. So I just bought like the big ones, except the Cerebro, right? Because I'm still a mid curve, right? I'm coping. But that's kind of the strategy that I have. And you know, you don't have to, you know, like I have no idea. I have no idea. And maybe, you know, like go at $1 billion seems like a really high market cap. But if you think about it, right? If you think about it, if you go back to, let's say, DeFi summer, right? And then, because like last cycle was a DeFi cycle. And that's why I have an audience, right? Because I was like the DeFi guy, right? And I've been mid-curving from, you know, because December 28th was when, you know, we started like really going parabolic. From December 28th to the top, like May top, we went up like 7.7x roughly. And, you know, the things that pumped before probably keeps pumping, right? Because it's the new meta. And I do think that the AI memes is like a new meta. Like no one really knows how to value these things. And I think, you know, that creates infinite downside, but also infinite downside. And like I said, if I'm buying memes, I just need delusional conviction. And I found that, right? I'm not saying that my coins are good. Like, no, like I am not saying that. I'm just saying that, okay, like barbell, right? Barbell, tech, zero, right? Alts, like utility alts, no bueno, no, not good. I come to this realization. It's not great, really not great. And actually, the one final thing I'll leave you with, hopefully this video is kind of useful, right? Because like honestly, like I don't know what I'm doing. Like honestly, right? Like I'll be 100% honest with you. Like I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay. I don't think anyone knows what they're doing. Like honestly, like, people will pretend that they know, but like I actually don't know. You know, like I have zero idea. You know, I just think that the barbell makes sense at this point in the cycle, right? It's a humble but decent portfolio. And the last thing I'll leave you with is like you don't need to feel FOMO, right? Because if we are gonna see these types of candles, like it doesn't matter if you missed out on like the November AI pump or like the October AI pump. There's probably gonna be the February meme pump or something, right? The one thing you should like just understand is you want the risk, you want the probability of your risk of ruin to be zero. That's probably like the only thing I can like, you know, the only insightful thing I can tell you, because you just don't want to be washed. Like, you know, you don't want to be the guy that gets destroyed in a 30% dip. Because yes, the charts look amazing right now, right? But if everyone thinks that the charts look amazing, then everyone's going to be like, wow, charts look amazing. I'm going to go long 5x because everyone is saying that the charts look amazing. But if everyone thinks that and everyone goes long on leverage, then, you know, there's going to be a dip and then they get washed, right? You don't want to be you do not want to be that guy. Do not be that guy, right? Just do not be that guy. And for me, right? I'm like, okay, how do I not be that guy? Because I used to be that guy. Barbell, right? JLP, good asset. Look at this, really good asset, right? Smart contract risk, TLDR, you know, do your own research. And if none of the meme coin stuff makes sense to you, like you don't have to FOMO, right? Because if you think about it, I've been mid-curving, right? I've been ignoring memes for the past year, let's say, because it just like didn't make sense to me. And the thing that did make sense was the AI memes, right? That was like, okay, like I feel like this makes sense. I feel like I can build conviction, time to go in, despite me not knowing what the fuck is happening. And I know this is not going to be like a popular section, but I do want to, leave you with this Warren Buffett quote, right? He is a boomer, but I do study Buffett and Munger, and I do think this baseball analogy is pretty useful. It kind of opened up my mind, and Ted Williams is like a legendary baseball player. He hit like 400, which is like really good. So 2 out of 5 times he would get a hit, and his theory with hitting was he would only swing at pitches that's like at his perfect spot, right? Right down the middle, swing. Everything else, he just doesn't swing, because if I swing at bad pitches, I would only hit like 23% of the time. And you can apply a similar, I guess, concept to investing or crypto or trading in general. But when it comes to trading or markets, it's even better, right? Because in baseball, right, you're hitting, right? You're hitting. You watch 3 strikes, you're out. Right? You can't wait for a perfect pitch forever, right? You can't just be like this forever, right? But in crypto, you can watch infinite strikes, right? For the past year, me personally, I have watched infinite meme coins pump, right? I just like ignored all of them. I'm like, this is not for me. This is not for me. This is not for me. But then the AI memes, it's like, oh, this is for me. This is me. This is where I swing. This is where I swing. This is where I swing. Bam, right? Bam, right? That's kind of you can let a lot of opportunities go and just wait for the perfect pitch and just hit that perfectly. And I'm not even saying that I'm going to be right on the AI memes, right? Because I honestly have no idea. But if I am right? If I am right, and like GOAT is like the new meta, right? AI memes like the new meta, then it doesn't matter that I missed out on memes for the past year, right? It literally doesn't matter, because the journey of coping on the sidelines for 12 months, the journey of coping about tech and utility alts for the past 730 days, it has led me here, and I have finally come to the realization. It definitely comes with side effects, right? It definitely comes with side effects, but all it takes is one perfect pitch and to swing hard, and that's what I'm doing. But to hedge for my stupidity, barbell for the AI meme coin Omegacycle, right? Omegacycle. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next week, and have fun. Yeah, enjoy the pumps, enjoy the green dildos. Bye-bye.